Hey friends, we're pretty far back here at the Seminole Canyon State Park in way South Texas. We're on the Canyon Rim Trail, and it is quiet as a mouse except for a slight breeze. Didn't see any creatures, but you never know. We're going to continue on the Canyon Trail. Come along. Sometimes pedal assist 1 is too fast. And it can get pretty rough, but GoPro with that horizon stabilization does a really good job. Even though me and the camera and the bike are bouncing all over the place. Pretty rough getting down here. Over to the left there, I can see where the trail goes along the canyon. There's some pretty rough spots. Right now it's not too bad. We shall see. So far, these Juggernaut Pro 4.5-inch fat tires are held up, except for the pinhole I had to fix yesterday from the cactus or something. Who knows? Doesn't take long to get clear over to the other side of the canyon. There's nobody back here. So if you had to get off and walk, I've got stuff to repair a flat. And I got a spare inner tube. Oh, I saw deer turds back there. All them little pellets. Look pretty fresh too. We'll just continue on and whoa! Don't get happy with the throttle. That's the little kid in me. Now we'll go back to adult mode. I hear a bird down the canyon. One thing about the desert, man oh man, you talk about solitude. If you want solitude, the desert's the place to go. The natives knew all about that. They knew where to find water and food. And for me, I bring my fruit and my munchies with me. Civilized modern man. No foot, no horse. An electric e-bike. It is marked trail. They have those markers, so park people have to come back here and do that. Sounds like a good job to me to have. I gotta keep my eyes on the trail, but I like to. When you're looking for creatures and critters, you want to kind of look ahead a little, but that's kind of hard to do when you're in potentially rough stuff. Right now I don't see any other bicycle tracks, but avid mountain bikers would definitely be on these trails. It's going to be rough here, folks. That was rougher than it looks on a GoPro, I'll tell you that. Whenever you've got mechanical equipment, you always have potential for problems. The trail's pretty rough for a bike. Hiker's not a problem. You can go down 6, 10, 12-inch drop-offs here. Sooner or later, this trail will come out back to civilization. Even though it's a desert, there are desert-dwelling creatures back here. Coyotes, deer. Sign said you got those wild pigs, peccary somewhere. Javelinas, they call them. Beautiful view of the canyons here. I'll give you a view of that here in a second. And here there's flat shale ringing and a-rocking. If you're willing to come back here, these are the kind of views you're going to find. The canyons way back in the desert. I'm at a 2-mile mark here, it says. Be a long walk out. I pray the good Lord don't let that happen. Got some rough stuff coming here. Rough stuff. And I'm back on the trail now. And you are in it, Nevin. They called this the Canyon Trail, and they weren't kidding. That was rough. Thanks for coming along. Get too much trouble, somebody will find my GoPro and see what happened to me. I do see bike tires there, mountain bike. There are some pretty rough riding mountain bikers. They're going to be, I would imagine, younger than me. I can see way in the distance those trail little pavilions way out there. That would be on the main trail. We are not on that. I can see the trail clear across the canyon there. It keeps on going. There was a spot off that main tourist trail that said Canyon Rim Trail. And I did not take that yesterday. But I'm on it today. Definitely on it today. 1.25 miles. No people. You know there are a lot of campers up there. pretty rough stuff. Checking my tires here. I didn't put a whole lot of pressure in the back tire, especially to absorb some of this shock. We'll continue on. You check back for another YouTube video to see if I made it out of this canyon rim trail. Thanks for coming along. Bye-bye now. Hello friends, we're continuing on the Seminole Canyon State Park canyon rim trail. Pretty rough stuff. You need to keep your hands on the wheels and on the wheel, the steering wheel, handlebars, whatever. You get into trouble. My shocks are clanging away, banging. I've been in some pretty rough stuff here on this trail. And you have come along with me. I have to follow this trail till I come back to a main trail, civilization. And it's there, it's up there, to my right and behind me. But as far as I've come along this trail, if the bike holds up and I hold up, I've got water, another orange, a few Fritos, and I love to ride. I just love to ride, period. Everything from bicycles to motorcycles. You can hear that shale under my tires. Ooh, the trail really narrows here. This is the canyon rim trail. You can see, look at the caves down there. The canyon rim, very beautiful. And we'll carry on. Hopefully we make it out of here in one piece. Hikers, not too much of a problem as long as they got water and are in fairly good health. Oh, there's water down there. I'm going to show you. That is, can you see it down here? That's not the Rio Grande. That is a canyon that comes off of the Rio Grande, but that is Rio Grande water down there. You definitely would not want to go off to the side here. Ugh, it's rough. Rough, friends. But this is the path I've chosen. It's like an axiom for life. Previously, I chose a very rough path. Drugs, alcohol, thinking it was the good life, and we came to a dead end. This is a pretty high rise here. Oh, there we go. And here comes some more. Lots of them. Hope we can make it. Man, this is rough, friends. Well, if I don't go forward, I gotta go back. That's the name of that tune. I'll have to do a video for Ed Motor, who made this bike. And I saw videos and reviews, but I didn't see anything like this. He'd probably pay me for it. It's rough, man, it's rough. And I don't see any way out of it. Oh my gosh. Well, buddy, I'm gonna have to get off here and walk this up here. I could have got a run at it, but I have gotten myself back into some rough riding here, friends. Thanks for coming along. What a rough bike. What a rough trail. Man. Whew. What do we got here? If there were a way off this trail, I'd take it back up. But I don't think there is. It's gotten really rough here. Man, I'll have to post this on YouTube. That's some rough stuff. Here, mountain trail bike riding. I didn't think I was going to come back and go this far, this rough. I'm here now. Kind of be a drag if I had to go back. You really got to watch what you're doing here. Pay attention to the trail. I'm 2 3/4 miles back on the trail. I'd exit if I could, but the only thing I can see is going back the way I just came. There's the trail. It has gotten very, very rough. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut this video and then we'll continue on. Check back. I'm getting really sweaty and it's too hot. I gotta take this off. This heavy clothes I got on. Bye for now. God bless you, my friends. Friends, I've gotten back on here in Canyon Rim Trail at Seminole Canyon State Park. 2 3/4 miles, and it has been rough on me and my e-bike. And I can't see how to get off of it until I follow it through the end. Hope we make it. Bitten off, I don't know, maybe more than I can chew. But you come along with me now. Maybe they find my camera or something. Who knows? Man, oh man. This is rough. Hope we can make it. I hadn't planned on going this far or things getting this rough. But they are. And there's points where you do not want to come off your e-bike on this trail. You don't want to do that anywhere on this trail, but there's a canyon back there. Man, it was steep sides. Here we go. So, a while back I saw some tracks of a mountain bike. I haven't seen anything lately, but we've got some rough riding here, friends. I mean, rough riding. You got to keep your wits about you to make this trail. So far, the e-bike has been able to handle it. That could change. Yeah, there's really no way out of here, so I'm gonna have to keep going. To go back, maybe even worse. Oh, friends, what has Nevin gotten himself into now? You really got to keep your wits about you here. My shock absorbers are screaming, banging away. I don't think there's anything I can do with them. Turn them that way. I don't think it does anything. Shocks are not the high point of this bike. They're bottoming out big time. That's got to go back. Oh my gosh. To where they were. Just about as stiff as they go. I do have, or did have, cell service back here. I don't know who'd come to get you. But the crazy good Lord to look out after guys like me. Look at 68.5 years old. We're still determined to get out there and do stuff like this. Flat spots like this are not so bad. You gotta do some serious climbing too. I don't think the adjustments on these shocks are worth much. Wasn't clanging that loud before though. Plus is one way. Where's the lot? I don't think it makes any difference. Alright, let's do outward. Pretty much have to lock them in. It'd be nice if I came to another trail where I could get off of this. But how do we want to look at it? Foolish? An adventure? Or what? My shocks are either trashed or they don't like this. I wish I could see another trail heading that way. I'd take it. Some of this stuff is really, really, really rough. You just gotta kind of go for it. Like stuff like this, 8-inch jump. Oh dear. I don't know if GoPro shows how rough this is. It's rough. serious rock drop off. When you go, you just gotta kind of go. No way around it. 3¼ miles. Whatever mountain bike riders came on this trail, they were in for some serious trail riding. I'm grateful that I do have quite a bit of power. You would not want to get stuck or stopped on one of these trails. That was my chain giving me a problem. Let's go. Need some power here, man. That motor has it. Man. This is the Canyon Rim Trail at Seminole State Park, deep down there in Texas. I'm on it, and there ain't no getting off of it. You can walk. Call for assistance. That happens in parks, I know that. But I don't want that to happen to me. This is some pretty big stuff here, man. Wow. Thank you, Lord. Come along with Nevin for a big time. There was some serious, somebody's frame on that. I have really high clearance here. I wonder which one of these are. Oh, they're locked in. I can see that right now. Yeah, that's probably where they gotta be. Locked in. The shocks ain't much good here. Wow, we are up here, friends. Here, I'll show you something. See those way off in the distance there? Those pavilions? Those are on the main tourist trail. So, hopefully we'll get our way out of here. You came to meet you some raw stuff there, man. We're gonna cut this video and you check back and see if I made it out of here. Some people think what a sissy, but I'm telling you, that was rough. Some serious climbing and drop-offs. You check back. I'll upload to YouTube. Bye-bye now. Thanks for coming. Hello, friends. I just came through 3 miles of the roughest stuff I ever did on this Canyon Rim Trail at Seminole Canyon State Park. See those pavilions over there? It's like water in the desert. There's main trailheads there that I could hook up with. I just came through some stuff that was like, you do not want to come off your e-bike, or off any bike for that matter, on that trail. I saw the metal scrape marks or other mountain bikes that tried to come through here, and this Ed Motor e-bike Motan has done a really good job. It's got a lot of power. The tires are holding up. Nevin's getting tired. 3 miles of that climbing through that canyon, man, that was rough. But you come along with me and let's see if we get out of this in one piece without getting busted up or broken down. The good Lord will help us. Amen. Come along. This just straightened out. It wasn't. I just came through some stuff that was, if you check on my other video, I don't know if GoPro shows it, man, but them drop-offs were serious. And climbing them rocks. Oh my gosh. Maybe we're on smooth sailing now. I don't know. 3.5 miles of that back there. Holy moly. That was rough, friends. Maybe we got smooth sailing here now. We can finish off this Rim Canyon Trail with me. I had cell service back there in case something happened. Would have been a heck of a hike. I do not have good ankles for climbing out of that. So far the bike has held up. I've held up. This is easy compared to what I just went through, but I don't want to speak too soon. Those are close, but we're not there yet either. If you check on my other video, I had to take more clothes off. I only kept this yellow windbreaker on in case I were to come off the bike. Maybe it'd save my skin. I don't know. Maybe not. For that, I suppose you'd need leather. But this is a smooth part of the trail here compared to that. That was some rough stuff, friends. I'm kind of taking it easy and catching my wind from that 3-point-some mile stretch of that canyon. Man, when I started out, I never expected that there was really no way to go back. That's rough. That's nothing like what I just went through. I was getting worried I was going to get out of there on a bike. Maybe people come in from this direction and it gets rough. To hike that, you'd need some good ankles and legs. Take water. Maybe around the back leg of this. You check out the other piece of this video if you don't think that was rough. Like, what's a 68-year-old guy? It's in my DNA, man. With my dirt bikes, and there it is, the main trail, folks. 3 3/4 miles. Canyon Rim Trail. That's the Rio Grande Trail. That's a piece of cake. I'll show you how easy that is. We'll end this over at maybe the Panther Cave or something. The sign up here tells you don't throw rocks into the canyon, into the water. Oh dear. We'll end this on a good note. You came along with me. You have to check that other video though to see how rough that was. And I didn't think I was going to make it. I wasn't sure. See the water down there. That platform down there, I don't know if you can see it, is the Panther Cave boat ramp. Go up into that demon worship shaman stuff. I have no desire to go over there. It's got rock paintings on the wall. They didn't know any better. Seems like the inclination of man to worship something. If it ain't himself, he's got to find something in nature or something. In my Bible, Romans 1 talks about that. That people want to worship creation and creatures rather than the living God. We're going to end this down here at Panther Cave. Whoops, I forgot. You can still get into trouble there. Those are some big rocks I just went over. Slow down, Devin. I think you got smooth sailing here. You get going fast, man, and you can still get into trouble. GoPro, maybe up on YouTube if I can get to a decent Wi-Fi place. I thought this stuff was a little rough yesterday, but I'll tell you what, I had not been on that Canyon Rim Trail. I was going to leave because the wind was so bad, but that died down and I got to see a lot more stuff. Right on a trail. You'd have told me ahead of time what that trail was like for me on an e-bike, I would not have gone. This goes down around. I was here yesterday. This road trail. GoPro will show you how steep these drop-offs are here, and how big these rocks are. That's the Canyon Rim Trail. I walked down there yesterday because it's rough too, very rough, but it's very short. It overlooks the Rio Grande, and we're not going to go down there on this video. I'll end it up here at the Panther Cave trail end. That's where most of the tourists come back here. They want to see that. And of course the park promotes it. And I'm gonna climb off here. So far you've come along with me. When this, you saw the end of the trail where it was comparatively smooth sailing compared to the previous video. If you find it on there, about a 10-minute video. That's the Panther Cave over there. You can see the boat dock. Here's the overlook. Caves over there, just cutouts from wind and erosion. Down way down there is the Rio Grande River. We can't see it from here, but all those brown territory, those are all trees that have lost their leaves for winter. It's beautiful here. I can hear, let's go see if we can see them. GoPro is not a zoom camera. And I can hear ravens. Ravens, I'm going to tell you, they love it here. Oh, that. They come over the canyon rims and just, they look like, they're so intelligent. They're rated as some of the most intelligent creatures on the planet. And they come over the canyon rims and just can stay stationary over the winds. There'll be several of them. They grab each other's feet and spin down to the spin on the currents and go way down. I can hear him over there, but he's parked somewhere. He's not floating. They're so intelligent. I love them. I studied the ravens. Ravens in winter, read the book, studied the ravens. They're up there in the class with dolphins and even more problem-solving creatures. I mean, they can give them problems to solve. I'll be quiet a second. Hope you can hear him. Maybe he's in a nest over there on the rocks. Come down here and break a leg after what I just went through. Well, that would be something. He's not floating, so he's over there on the cliff face somewhere. Maybe a nest, who knows? That'd be a good place for them to have nests in these cliff walls. I'm sure that's where they go anyway to have their nests. Safe. I can hear him echoing up the canyon. Ow, 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 ow. You can hear me echo too. Pretty pitiful. Anyway, that's how we'll end the video. See these beautiful canyons. You got to appreciate the desert. That's Mexico. If you see them canyons way over there, those cliff faces, that's Mexico. All right, we'll end our video with that. Thanks for coming along. Check back, look for that other video, man, where I survived that canyon rim trail on an e-bike. Man, I was worried that I wasn't going to make it and too far to go back. Or something terrible could have happened, like a flat tire. E-bikes are heavy. I've never been able to drag that out of there. I had to. I don't know how. All right, thanks for coming along, friends. Go back and check for my survival video. And say, that Nevin's insane, 68 years old out there riding on that kind of stuff, coming down steep canyons and cliffs. Amen. Came along. Bye-bye now.